If you love someone, you will not continue hurting him or her. Think about that. I know this is going to surprise some of you all, but I'm not perfect. I know they're going to shock some of you all. I have to tell you, I'm not perfect. When I was a little boy, I had this best friend. I still have him as a best friend today. I could call him my brother. And we are still friends. And he know who I'm talking about and who he is. Story time. I started a fight with this guy. And after the fight was over with, he started crying and he ran home. Guilt took over me. And I cried because I had hurt my friend and my brother, hurting our friendship. So I walked to his house, knocked on the door, and his grandmother came to the door. And she looked in my eyes. I looked back in her eyes, and by her look, I knew that he had told her. Anyway, she called him. He came to the door, and I apologized. He forgave me. And my friend and I, we hugged each other, and we both cried. Men could cry. Even the Bible say Jesus wept, okay? Ain't nothing feminine about it, okay? But that's my friend to the day. So whenever we see one another, we hug each other. But before we hug, we get eye contact, we smile, then we hug. That's my brother and that's my friend. That is a saying that love is just a word, but it's more than a word. It's an action about giving unconditional love, forgiveness, and restoring a broken relationship. If we say that we love someone, it must be demonstrated on a conscious and heartfelt level. We have to be mindful of our words. One of the biggest lies that have been told and put out in the universe is this saying, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt. That is a lie from the pit of hell. If we mentally, emotionally, physically, and or financially hurt someone on purpose, that can actually push that person over the edge. And we don't want to do that. And coulda, shoulda, woulda cannot put Humpty Dumpty back together again after there's a fall sometime. You, my friend, can choose to hurt someone, but I pray that you don't do it. However, if you continue to inflict and purposely cause pain to someone, that's evil. Not only do you hurt the person, you have a bigger problem. Think about it. If we hurt someone, we actually is hurting God's heart. It shouldn't be that way. But our conscience will burn and it will overcome us. It'll prevent us sometimes from eating, sleeping, and carrying on our life. If you have a conscience that have not been seared, you will be overcome with guilt. So therefore, you need to be conscious and do not hurt anyone. Try to resolve it. As it is written in the book of John chapter 3:16, for this is how God loved the world. He gave his one and only son, that's Jesus the Christ, so that everyone who believes in him will not perish, but have everlasting life. Be conscious and extremely careful of the words that you use and your wrong action that you take against someone. Checkmate. Remember this, believe this, say la vie, and amen.